Hello and welcome to Hate Clarity. I'm your host, Lindsay, and today we are opening the Akashic Records on dreams. It's D week of the alphabet superset. We are going through the alphabet, doing readings each week based on the letter of the alphabet of that week. So far, we've had the Akashic Records, bodies, consciousness, and now dreams. I think it's such a perfect segue to go from consciousness into dreams. So if you haven't watched the consciousness video, check that out and then watch this one, or watch this one and then go to that one. I feel like there's going to be some really beautiful transition into the two of them. So yeah, Akashic Records on dreams. And the questions that we're going to ask today are: foundational question, what are dreams? Why do we dream? What are common things that we do, or common places that we might go? Where are some common places that we might go in dreams? How do prophetic dreams happen? What are they and how do they happen? What is the biggest misconception of dreams? What are the coolest things we may not know about dreams? And then what's the most important message we need to know? Okay, so let's get into it. First question: what are dreams? They're saying journeying through your subconscious mind. They're saying subconscious, but they're journeying through your minds, journeying through your minds. They're showing a spiral, and they're saying the journeying is an unwinding. And it's the sense of they're showing a spiral, a coil, and I'm getting it's really, really tight. The conscious during the day or when you're awake, I'm getting the spiral is really, really tight. And then when you sleep, it opens up, and there's more space in between the lines of the spiral. And they're kind of saying the spaces of your dreams, there's spaces in between these lines. They're kind of saying linear thinking. We have these lines, this linear thinking, right? And they're just no, it's spiraling, and it's just, again, super tight and condensed. And there's no air and space in between the lines, they're saying your everyday day, conscious thinking brain. So it's they're kind of saying the subs of your mind, your mind, journeying. They're saying mind chatting, and they're showing a pet, an animal dreaming, and you'll see the animal sleeping, and then they'll start chattering their mouth or something. They're saying involuntary. The consciousness, the waking is unavailable. Being awake is unavailable. And so there's a lot of involuntary. They're saying action. They're saying journeying. It's mind journeying. They're lower mind, deeper mind, deep mind, sub mind, under the skin, under the surface. They're underbelly. There's something about low underbelly of your mind. It's a place where things are maybe a little lower, maybe a little slower. They're showing almost underwater, under these murky waters. I'm in this dark, murky water. I can kind of see there's a little light coming through, but it's mostly muddy and murky in this water. And there's things going on, but it's the visibility, right? It's I kind of see it, and then I kind of don't, and I kind of see it, and I kind of don't. But they're saying it's unconscious mind and subconscious mind. There's a bit of the unconscious with the subconscious. But they keep saying sub, the sub of your mind, and then the submarine, submarine of your mind, going underwater, deep sea diving, really deep diving, sea deep diving under the surface of your minds. Why do we dream? they just said relaxation, like unavailable, like a time of being like unavailable to like anything. They're kind of like, they're calling it like fake death, false death. Like we dream to like, it's for letting go, it's for releasing, it's for the unconscious and like the subconscious, like processing. They're kind of saying like need processor, like this system. They're showing like the mechanics and like the inner workings of like a machine, and like all the gears turning and things like, you know, setting off certain things. And like they're kind of showing like a factory, and like, well, the factory like could run 24 hours, but it would like destroy the factory. Like eventually things would just like wear down and fall apart. And so like the same way that like work might like open and close, it's like so that things don't like wear down and like break down. It's like you stop, you sleep, you dream. Why do we dream? They're saying processing, processors, to like take a break, relax, relaxation. One more time. Why do we dream? They're saying false behaviors and patterns. They're saying come to the light, to the truth. Whoa. They just showed two things. They were explaining that to me, and at the same time they were showing like when people have trouble sleeping, when they can't sleep, when they don't want to go to sleep, it's because there's like people who like dread sleeping. They're saying like something traumatic, or like there's something avoiding, like there's some sort of truth that would only come when they're like consciously not trying to control it. So like the subconscious, like it's all kind of like it gets released and it gets let go, and like the truth kind of comes through you, releases, comes out of you. And so they're just saying they're saying there's lots of people who can't sleep because have trouble sleeping because truths pop up and it's really uncomfortable. They're kind of saying for some people it's like excruciating. Like usually it's like something traumatic, like anxiety, like anxious minds, or like I'm getting like lies told, is like when you're not holding on to like the control of like how you might be lying to yourself or lying about things. Like when you're relaxed, they're saying it's like good to sleep, but it's hard for someone who like can't stand to like speak, or like doesn't want, they're trying to avoid the truth of something. Interesting. What are common things that we do, or common places that we might go in our dreams? That's the first part. What are common things that we do in dream? They're saying restoration. Like the most common thing is that you're restoring like all your like nerves. They're saying like the nervous system has a time to like stop. And it's like, you know, the rewiring. They're saying there's rewiring, like things like they're showing like a synapses or something, or like two nerves like communicating a lot, like all day, and then it has a time to like stop and take a break, and then maybe have a more like chill connection. Like it's like instead of like dee dee dee. So everything has a time, like restoration and slowing down. Those are the common things that we do. Okay, so this seems kind of obvious. Anything more than that though? So restoration, what are common things that we do in our dream? They're showing like the ways that our bodies like do things in our sleep. Like we might like twitch, or like our eyes blink, or like teeth chatter, or like we talk in our sleep, like the involuntary things that happen. They're saying is like like an involuntary like reaction of like something that's overwhelmed. They're kind of saying sparked, like it's sparked. Let's see, what are common things that we do? They're showing like battle. They're saying like battle, like battlefield, and they're showing someone like rolling around in bed and like kicking and stuff. And it's like they're kind of saying like working it out, like they're like work it out, work it out, work out, work out, working it out, working through it. And even though like your body is like this like dead weight, like this very heavy dead weight, like you might still have really strong movements, like trying to talk or like kicking, or again this like kind of rolling around, like things happen with your body. And it's like a reaction. They're saying like an underreaction or an overdue reaction to something. It's like if there's something that you were trying to repress or stuff down in like waking life, like the things that you're trying to control, because things are so involuntary in your sleep, they just kind of happen. But they're saying it's like subtle makings of it. It's like the subtle makings of it. They're kind of saying like depending on the true exertion of the thing, like they're kind of saying like it could just have you kind of like twitch around in your sleep or kick your feet a little bit, and then there's like something else about like, or it's like the extremes of like maybe you like sleepwalk. I didn't even think about asking about sleepwalking. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe they'll bring it up. I don't know. I didn't want to go there. Where do we go? Like, what are some places that we go in our dreams? They said fantasy island. Where are some places that we go in our dreams? Fantasies, fantasize. They are saying other worlds and other realms. Like they're showing like people talking above the clouds, and like memories kind of floating. Like I'm seeing scenes in the sky. Like I'm like above the heavens, like above the clouds, and there's like two people talking over there, like people playing over there, a group of people over there, and like pockets of like I'm getting memories and like expectations and like excitement. But they're saying like other worlds, other realms. I'm getting like past, present, and future. So we bounce around into like other worlds and other realms. Again, where are some of the places that we commonly go? They're kind of saying like they're going into nightmares, and they're saying like these ideas of hell and like these like low places. So like nightmares. And they're saying like your greatest desires and like your greatest fears. And there's something about like I'm seeing these little tunnels where like you can fast track, be like kind of like shot into the realm of like the heavens and the fantasies and the desires, and then you can also shoot into these like tunnels, these portals of going into like, they're kind of saying like the depths of hell where there's like demons, and they're saying like the boogeymen and like the scary, they're saying bad memories, or they're showing like if you were to see like some sort of like demonic creature that's like messing with you in your dreams, they're showing it like kind of its face like transforming into maybe a face of someone familiar in your life. They're saying like faces, places, like if you see something that's like nightmarish or some sort of like scary creature or like demonic like energy or thing in your dreams, it could be representative of people or places, like experiences and situations in your life that share maybe the energy or the fear energy of that thing, and it's represented in like some sort of character or like creature in your sleep and your nightmares. So, oh gosh, there's a lot there. So common places that we go. They're saying other worlds, other realms. And I kind of want to ask, like how do we get there? I'm going to add another question. So how do we go to those places? They're just saying in your mind, it's thoughts. How do we go to those places? How are we getting to those places? They're saying they're saying transcending your body. Like you're transcending your body, your consciousness is transcending your body. And so you are going into these like other realms, other worlds, other like, they're saying like thoughts of worlds and like thought worlds. They're saying over consciousness, like it's more consciousness. There's more they're saying there's more consciousness and like consciousnesses than you know. They're saying it's like unfathomable and it's overwhelming. They're saying breach, and they're saying like breaking through into like other worlds and other realms. They're saying like by accident, and they're saying like some on purpose. Like some people do it on purpose. Some people have like the bravery, the practice, and the abilities and the awareness to kind of like trek through, like adventure and like explore into those places. And then other people like slide into them by accident. They're saying like unaware of it. They just kind of like slip. Like it's literally, they're kind of showing like someone like walking and like slipping on a banana. And they're kind of like, sometimes you just kind of like slip away. You slip away. It's like not necessarily by choice, but they're kind of like almost like these portals or like these like black holes in like the universe or something. And like your consciousness like can slip into these places, or you can choose to walk in them. They're saying like with practice or without practice, like by accident. But they're like, come back, like you come back. They're like, upon waking, like you come back. And they're like, you really come back. Like, they're kind of like, you're like not really going there because you're mostly here while you have like the body consciousness of like being here in this world on earth. And so there's like so much like familiarity and like knowing that you exist here that like you come back. So they're just saying like, come back, you come back. So prophetic dreams. How do prophetic dreams happen? How do prophetic dreams happen? They're showing someone like who has a mind of like a problem solver, and they're like drawing. They're starting to draw something on a piece of paper, almost like they're drawing out like a map in front of them, right? And it's like a few steps ahead of them, and then there's like kind of blank in the future. But it's like if you start looking forward, if your mind is like future sighted, if your mind is like, it's like I'm getting like gone further, like prophetic is like it's gone further. So if you tend to be someone who is future thinking, and they're kind of saying like 2 steps ahead of everybody, you're like 10 steps or 100 steps, if you're like so far ahead of everybody, like anticipating, imagining, and like the problem solving and the planning is kind of like you're connecting dots. And so the likelihood and the possibilities of this thing are very high. And so it's like, it's almost like you connected the dots and like that thing is blank, like there's blank at that point, but it's almost like because you perfectly are connecting dots, it's like bound to happen, like it's bound to come into existence. But they're saying it's like a future sighting. Future seers, future sight. And it comes from the familiarity and the practice of problem solving and like thinking ahead and planning ahead. Just kind of like if your brain is exercised in that, you're bound to connect the dots where there's like almost like 100% guaranteed this thing will happen. And so then it pops up in your head. How do prophetic dreams happen? One more time. Like they're saying it's like 100% guaranteed. It's like, I don't know, like there's something about it that you just click into the knowing of it. You click into the knowing of it. Some part of you, got word of something here, know that this is coming. They're gonna meet. Like it's almost like it's going in the same direction and it's gonna meet. Like that's pretty much how it happens. So it's prophetic because connecting the dots becomes 100% guaranteed. What is the biggest misconception of dreams? They're saying bad dreams, bad dreams, bad dreams. They're like good or bad, nonsensical. Okay, it seems like they're telling me two different things at once. Okay. What is the biggest misconception of dreams? Bad dreams. Okay, why are bad dreams a misconception? What is the misconception of bad dreams? So they're saying like the dreams aren't bad. The misconception is like, oh, like they're kind of like the dream is like happening to you or like coming to you or like you're in the dream or whatever. And they're like, no, it's in you. Like you don't have these bad dreams, like these fears, these nightmares, these bad dreams. These are things that are in you. They're coming up. They're in your mind, like they're in your unconscious or subconscious mind. And so these are things that are kind of like, they're like little wake-up calls about something, like something's bothering you. And I'm getting, if you're not like aware of it or allowing yourself to be, or if you're avoiding it, these bad dreams, like this something is going to like pop up in your dream symbolically to like get your attention. They're saying take your attention. Oh, so if you're avoiding something, it's in you. It's almost like screaming at you, like screaming in you, screaming through you. Like maybe it's a warning of something, or you're angry at somebody and you've been stuffing it down, or you're afraid of somebody and you've been stuffing it down. Like whatever it is, like symbolically, they're saying like symbolic patterns. It's going to like take at you. Like they're saying take it out, take away, take it away. Like it's going to like pop up in your mind and you're in these bad dreams. But they're like, it's not like you're in a bad dream, you're having a bad dream. It's like that bad dream's in you. But it's not really meant to be like, it's not like it's a bad dream. It's that there's something in you that's like super, super bothersome. And it might be manifesting in something fearful, a fear in a dream, sadness in a dream. Like the feeling that you have around the experience of the dream is the thing to pay attention to. They're saying that's the takeaway. There's a takeaway in the bad dream. So they're saying like analyze it. Like analyze the feeling that's popping up. Or does the bad dream remind you of somebody when you wake up? And like these can be warning signs. These can be heads up about things that you're avoiding, not wanting to look at, stuffing down, not being honest about. And then what is the biggest misconception of dreams? The second part, they were saying something. If it comes back, it comes back. Biggest misconception of dreams. I lost it. Oh, forgotten. Was that part of this? They just like kind of like erased everything. So like I couldn't see anything or hear anything. And then they were like forgotten, like you forgot your dreams. Forgotten dreams, like not being able to remember them. Why is that a misconception? They're saying it's not forgotten. Like it happened, whether you think you remember it upon waking or not. I'm getting it's like not happened. It was just like a deeper place it's in a deeper place. It like stayed, oh, so they're not forgotten. Like you have these experiences every night, like depending on like the level of what needs to happen, like you're processing. And so if you're like, oh, I don't remember my dreams, it's because like they're meant to stay. Like they don't need to come up to like the conscious level. Like some things just are, the things are like, they're working themselves out in the unconscious, subconscious level. Like they're happening, like the stuff is moving, the stuff is happening, but it doesn't need to be in your awareness. It doesn't need to be in your consciousness. That's pretty cool. What are the coolest things we may not know about dreams? What are the coolest things we may not know about? They're saying meeting friends. Meeting each other, like meetings with each other. What are the coolest things we may not know about dreams? Meeting with each other. So they're saying like telepathic, like through telepathy, like you might be hanging out with the people in your waking life, in your dreaming life. And like, I'm getting like, it is rare that you both remember that you hung out in dreams. Like you can try it like on purpose, but I'm getting like, depending on what the person is processing that night of sleeping, like you might actually hang out like in consciousness in dream state, but one of you might remember the dream of meeting together and the other one might not, because your body needs, one of you needs a certain level of processing and the other one needs another. So I'm getting, it's rare that like both people remember meeting in dreams. But if you're meeting with a friend in a dream, it's possible that you are like, not possible, they're saying like telepathically, like through telepathy, like you are consciously like meeting each other in your dreams. Okay, anything else? They're saying like they're like grandparents, like grandkids, like, and pass on loved ones. Like it's very common for like, especially I'm getting grandparents and grandkids. It's like if grandparents have passed away and they had relationships with, you know, family members, kids, whatever, like they totally hang out and meet in dream state. They're saying like for real, like these are real relationships. It's like really happening in these like other realm consciousnesses. Like, so grandparents like to hang out with their grandkids and visit them and spend time with them, but then also like their kids. But there's something specific around grandparents and grandkids. Or like I'm getting like older and younger generations connecting that way, even if they don't connect that way in like the living, like waking life, everyday life. But they're saying like passed on loved ones and like meeting each other again. We do this commonly. It's commonplace for us to do this in dreams. Okay, what's the most important message we need to know about dreams? What's the most important message we need to know about dreams? Sleep. Sleep dreams. Sleep or dreams. Let's see. Conscience, conscious, sweet dreams, sleep dreams, wishes, dreams, thoughts, feelings, emotions. They're showing like everything coming up to the surface. Like when you go from that like tight coil to like a looser coil, this like spiraling journey loosens and opens up and there's more like space. I'm getting like a lot of that like mucky like water stuff can like come up to the surface. So like a lot of like subconscious stuff comes to the surface. But they're saying like sweet dreams, like wishes and dreams. Like I'm getting like active, like activity, like sleep activity, and like they're saying like well wishes and like make wishes before bed. They're saying like people like say your prayers before bed, set intentions before bed, analyze your dreams if it's fun for you, like all of those things to participate. They're kind of saying like actively participating in your dreams. Like you can choose to do that or like not, like absolutely not. They're saying you can even ask like not to dream and just, you can sleep to dream, you can sleep to sleep, you can sleep to rest, you can sleep to wish, you can sleep to meet each other, and getting like it's like totally up to you how you want to like engage or like actively or non-actively participate in dreams. Cool. Okay. Well, that was the Akashic Records on dreams. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to leave anything that may have resonated with you in the comments. Let me know what you thought about that. Play around with your dreams, see how that goes. I certainly do. So a lot of that really resonated for me. Yeah. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Next week is E-Week. And so I'll put a poll up to see what you might want us to open the records on for E-Week. But if you do have suggestions, you can put them in the comment section below, or you can find me on Instagram and message me there. Give me your suggestions there. Again, all that information will be in the description box below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.